I mean, as a marriage counselor, what are the most likely cause of conflicts or malice in the home? I'm sure you've heard like 1 million things. Tell us which are most common in a home.
Well, just before we get to that, been married for 22 years. Like she said,
and we've met your Lolo.
Lolo, we met her. We met your Lolo
today.
You know, and then having had to counsel over 3,000 couples.
Wow.
Over a period of 18 years. Wow. I've heard quite a lot.
Yes, that's why.
And to be honest, there are actually degrees to stages before you get to malice. Okay. Now, just like life, there are issues, there are concerns, there are disagreements that can come up between two genuine people, just like she said, happily married, and they can have disagreements, they can have different opinions. Now that's where it begins. Now if you don't take care of the disagreements, if you don't take care of the small concerns, then it leads to conflicts. Now this is where you begin to have issues as a result of the unresolved concerns. Now by the time you now have conflict, meaning that you have established the fact that you have an issue, a big problem, the big elephant in the room, that's the conflict and you're dealing with that. If you're not careful, it then leads to malice. Then what is malice? Malice is a deliberate and intentional desire to harm the other person. That's actually what malice is.
To harm the other person?
Yes, that is what it is. Because when you begin to express malice or malicious acts, you're either doing it verbally, physically, emotionally, or psychologically. Either of these ones can dehumanize and destroy the person. And then over time, the person will begin to lose essence, begin to lose self-esteem, begin to see him or herself lower than what the person actually is. And then people actually die, you know, from this, you know, not just physically, but just in their head, in their being, and in their health. So there's so much, and then in answering your questions, there are various things that can happen that can be described as malicious. As simple as choosing not to speak to your partner and ignoring over a long period can leave the other partner thinking, is it me? What did I do wrong? Am I not up to his standard? Where have I offended her? And then begin to think, okay, I am not all that. I am not good enough. And before you know it, even for children, it begins to affect other people outside and their relationship with people outside. So there are so many ways people can be malicious towards the other.